Maximal, Primal here. Welcome back to Destiny 2. What have we got here? Okay, so one of those, done. Another lore piece, I'll turn out in a minute. Okay, quests. Do. Oh. That's the point, I might as well do that before I forget. Oh wait, hang on, wait, hang on. Right, so next one I get I can definitely sort that out. Okay. Oh yeah, radio. There's a radio here. Duh. Let's get that sorted first.
Wake up. I have questions.
An odd greeting. I was not sleeping. What does Osiris require of Rasputin?
You've been keeping secrets. I thought I was clear the last time we spoke. The time to choose a side has long since passed.
I destroyed the Almighty and attacked the Black Fleet. My allegiance is unwavering.
Then prove it. There was a city on Neptune, near the time of the collapse. Find it for me.
Querying. I retain no such information, but lingering references suggest I did at one time.
That can't be all there is. Humanity's hope dangles from their frayed recollection. Tell me where to look! Anything!
Felwinter's data casts you in an old light, Osiris. All these years and you're still the brash man on the mountaintop, impatient as ever.
And I see in lieu of any useful information, you found that haughty tone of yours.
We have a shared history. I only attempt to offer guidance, as your mentor did.
Felwinter's memory doesn't absolve you of his murder. Nor does it permit you to teach his lessons.
I do not make that claim. Forgive me. I am finding myself again. During the Dark Age, Felwinter would say, hope persists.
Should we have the patience to keep it? Yes. Keep me informed of any developments.
Since you're in Neptune, it's like, yeah, well, Lightfall kind of made that obvious. That's the thing though, like, this whole thing, like, Neptune, like, it sucks because we know what's going to be the case, because they've shown what's going to happen, and it's like... It feels like a prequel to the films, you know, like, yeah, we know what's going to happen because this is a prequel, this is how it's going to probably happen because this character isn't going to die because they're in this film, and so on, you know, that's just how it comes off to me, and, yeah. Right, let's go to the map then. Okay, what's the point now of that though? Nah. I'll look at that at some point, but for now, get the story done because I want to try and get all this done before Lightfall comes out, so at least we're kind of prepped and ready.
There's a figment seated in that recollecting mind where my visions might find purchase. The pieces are scattered on the floor before me. I see them like points of starlight. They form a constellation, but my eye cannot yet draw the lines. Nephele stronghold is a term that appears multiple times throughout the submine's caches. Each time I read it, I hear it whispered in Savathun's voice. Anna recognizes the term Nephele, transcribed from a temporal disturbance on Mars. Recognition was all she had to offer. But Rasputin must know. Asking the right question could unlock everything. I need time to submit my inquiries to Rasputin. To find convincing proof for Ikora. Time we do not have. Zivor Roth's assault on the War Minds network is no coincidence. She is far more tactician than brute. I underestimated her once. I won't be afforded another mistake. Our next move must be certain.
Okay, fair enough. Have I got enough for a chest? Yeah. Got enough for plenty. Alright, let's roll. Anti-barrier unstoppable. I'll see what I got then. Yep, okay, I'm perfect then. I'm sorted. Don't have overload, but I do have anti-barrier, so that's fine. Oh. Do.
Hive and altered Elixni biosignatures are present within Bray exoscience. Submind extraction in danger.
So far, so good.
More Hive and exoscience trying to dig out secrets. Part of me just wants to say let Clovis rust, but we're better than that.
Yeah, sometimes we're not going to see the last of Clovis just because it's a bit too easy. But then who knows? The storyline has come out with bullshit cop-outs before, like cup of tea to wake up stuff. You know, it made it seem like it was going to be something big and then wasn't, so who's to say at this point? Reload. There we go. That should clear up the area a little bit. Hmm?
Sub-level doors opening now.
Oops. I am wondering like what those other doors are, but then I don't know. Got to. Well, I will figure it out at some point, but. Yeah. Probably good. Where's the Vexo bodies down here? I mean, it's possible he could literally transfer to his own body and just walk up, make copies and just go ham. Not impossible for Clovis, I think. Down below. I will say, so as a whole, like the gun, like in PvP it's okay, but like, I think in this it's alright as well.
A death singer's dirge. It's Zivu's battle song.
Once I put myself in the shit of it. There, got a champion. I got the champion. probably what we need left over. I guarantee that's probably the enemy we need as well. We got him, okay, we got him, good. So I'm trying to like reposition. The sun is weird because like the way where I am, it's annoying because like the light is just shining through the window and it's like ugh. I say on winter, I think summertime isn't as bad. It's when it's like winter, I think because the sun's lower. I don't know. I don't think it's as bad in summer, like in terms of light. It's normally the heat. It normally fucks you over. I don't like summer for the heat.
Thermopylae protocol progressive. Ammunition reserve 7%.
And no one's focusing on the bosses, it seems. But then if I can, you know, let me try. I know it's fine. It's fine. They're doing it. Okay.
Submine vault's locked down tight, but the maintenance shafts are just big enough to fit you and all that armor. Happy crawling.
I never knew there was a submind housed in Europa.
Can we change the dialogue a
Neither
little
did
bit?
the Vanguard's archives. Which submine is this?
I had the same question. Turns out it's not really a submind, not in the traditional sense. It's more like a foundational AI framework they all use.
Yeah. Nice, and we're gonna get happy. This will be good. Alright.
That is one big shrieky eye. Guardian, get gouging.
Yep. Should be easy enough. Oh, seasonal challenge. Goody. Come on. That's all that ammo on. Damn, I hope I stunned him. I don't think I did, but it's fine. Wonderful one. Yay. I got the charge, just get this charge in and that'll be the fourth one. Oh, I can we damage it now? Oh nice, we can. Goody. I'll do that, put it there. Slow these down a bit. Just fire for a bit on this guy. Yeah, those enemies are being a bit of a nuisance. There, that should do a nice decent. I just ran. I thought, look, they're doing a bit more than I am, I think, so it's only fair to... Oh, fair enough, they got me, it's good. With those shanks and we should be okay for a little bit in terms of not getting domed. I wish someone had a super by now. Surely someone's close to their super, are they? Oh. I'm actually going to kill him, but that's not really great in the grand scheme of things, is it? Don't risk it, I'm respawning, just don't risk it. Just gotta keep doming. If I can get more ammo, I could probably run around and get rid of some of those witches. That probably might help in terms of people killing them. Perfect. There, get rid of the witches. There we go.
Okay, Saint isn't here to tackle me. Osiris, how lucid were you during your, abduction?
Savathun attempted to keep my consciousness suppressed, but I could still feel her digging through my mind. That feeling lingers.
Reminds me of dealing with Clovis. I hear his voice telling me who I should be.
Who we are is not so easily overwritten. Despite all his poisoned words, you are still you. Only now you wear his failed barbs like thorned armor.
And you hold Savathun's secrets like a poorly labeled key.
Yeah. I suppose that is a suitable, if clumsy, comparison.
Okay, what's next? Helm. Okay. Also, let's see what else I got up here. Oh nice, got loads of these. Fair enough. Nice, nice. Oh, that's a point, didn't I have a... No, I already used it. Oh no, I leveled up, I didn't get a point, I just got a point. Extra light for this. You know, do I want to have a look at... Yeah, I better have a look, because it could be fucking jammed almost. Yeah, I thought so. It's not that bad, but I need to take a trip to Rawl at some point, I think, don't I?
Guardian, I worry for Anna. She is more like Clovis than she would like to admit. Obsessed with doing what she's decided is right, a compulsion to achieve her goal no matter the cost. I've seen where that path can lead. I don't want that for her. I don't want to have to stop her. If there's one constant in all the possible futures I've seen, it's fear. And I'm tired of being afraid. Afraid to live, afraid to lose, afraid to trust. And yet, I came to place my trust in you on Europa. Perhaps it's time I did the same with Anna. She deserves it. At least in that respect, she's nothing like Clovis at all.
That's a good point. But I don't think she's that bad. She's fine. She's rash, but then so are a lot of people.
With each cache of submine data, an increased percentage of my code is restored. I become more myself. No, that is inaccurate. My submines were left to evolve on their own trajectories. Reintegrating them has altered my own personality matrix. Through them, I see how humanity once looked to me as a savior, an entity capable of protecting them and destroying their enemies. In many ways, I am a war god of their own making. Perhaps I am not unlike Xivu Arath in that regard. The difference between us is that I do not wage war for its own sake. I safeguard those in my charge. Continue retrieving and reintegrating the submine data. I will contact you once the next phase of restoration can begin. If I am to be humanity's war god, then I will smite those who threaten it. Xivu Arath, the Wrathborn, and all who follow. Your efforts to acquire the submine data have been proving effective. My reconstruction continues apace. This is not the first time the Hive have sought to steal my weaponry. I froze an entire brood on Mars to stop their last attempt. Despite their persistence, they have never once succeeded. In no small part thanks to the Vanguard. This time will prove no different. My diagnostics indicate that we nearly have enough data to complete the repair cycle. Once the warsats are under our control, I will lay waste to the Wrathborn. If they so desire to witness the power of a war mine, then I will gladly oblige.
Okay, let's listen to this and then we'll wrap this part up.
Think of each Vex hobgoblin like a starship. The crew works together to pilot it, but it doesn't mean the crew all share one mind.
Or the same ideals. This aligns with observations I've made in the Infinite Forest, where aberrant Vex were quarantined and destroyed. Aberrant in that they moved against a consensus. Aberrant in ideology. The Vex may seem unified, but they're divided into a number of factions.
Just like us.
Tell me, as someone who has traveled time in a circle, are our divisions so clear in every cycle of history?
No. Nothing is ever clear, no matter how many times history repeats itself. Choice is always the knife we fall on. Our own choices, each and every time, seem to be what dooms us.
Always?
Not always, but too often. We fracture, we fail, and the wheel turns again.
We, constrained to linear time, do not have the ability to learn from our future mistakes. You, however, not to put the burden of all this on you, but it feels as though the Traveler has a plan for you. We just can't see it yet.
It could make the plan a little clearer.
Do you feel you've learned enough? Collectively over your journey to prevent our end? Or will we be having this conversation again someday?
I don't know. We've never had this conversation before, so I suppose there's a first time for everything.
10%. Okay. So. Oh, where was that? There we go. Right. So next part then we'll continue on and see what the War Mind has. Let's see what the next mission has for us. So see you all then. Take care. See ya.